Hello everyone, hello, and welcome to another shoe video. And guess what? It's another John Fluevog, just for a change. But we're doing a bigger one today. We're doing a pair of boots. They're in this big box. There's my hand in relation to the box. There we go. And these ones are called the Duffy. There we are. The Seventh Heaven Tall Lace-Up Boot, Duffy. Now these I got in a 10.5 because I really wanted them. They were on sale and I should have got a 10, but so they're a tiny bit too big, but I don't care. I just wear thicker socks with them and tighten them up even tighter. I wore them today so I can tell you about how they felt, and I will show you how you get them. When you get them, you also get this beautiful black envelope in English and French, Canadian French, I believe, and it has the receipt in it. And I got them from the Amsterdam Fluevogs in 2024. Now this is a little embarrassing. I got them on the 22nd of the 1st, 2024. I was doing my new cataloguing of clothes and shoes through a company called Index. They're an app online, free app online, and I will put the link below. But I put all my shoes in, and so I was taking photos of my shoes and recording when I got them and how much they were and everything. And I actually had forgotten I even had these, which is really, really bad. Really bad. But I'm so glad I found them because I'd looked for them. I found them yesterday and I decided I would wear them today, and I did, and they're really wonderful. They're so comfortable. Anyway, so I bought them. They were originally $3.71, but I got them at a 55% discount. So I got them for 166 euros. Plus there was £20 postage, or 20 euros postage. So the boots came out to, oh, and then there was VAT, which is irritating as all heck. But it was £229.98. That's euros, so about £200. So they weren't cheap, but they're leather and they are a beautiful boot. So without further ado, let me open them up for you. I've already unwrapped them just so that you can see them in their glory. Oh, there they are. So they're a flat boot with a little heel, just like a little wedgie heel. Not a wedge, just a little chunk heel. And they've got a Seventh Heaven, the angelic soul. And if you have a look on them, there's little angels. Not the angels with multiple eyes, but the angels with the trumpets. And they have them on there too, and it says John Fluevog. And then you've got this here: resists water, fatigue, and Satan. Walking in peace since 1970. The angelic soul. And that's on both of them. So I think that's pretty cute. They are, let me get this out for you. They are a black suede. I think you can see that they're suede. Speed lacing up the top. Eyelets down the bottom. Then they have a toe, which is shiny. It's not quite patent though. It's just shiny. It's just glossy. And then what I think is really fun about these that make them so different is that the tongue, which is suede, is brought down to make like a ruffle, and then it's ruffly at the top as well. So there we go. Zip down the center, down the inside, so you can, once you've got it laced up, you can whip them on and off quite easily. Let me get them out for you and I'll show you what they look like. Also, it came with the paper, which has got all the Fluevog shoes on it all over the place. All different types of Fluevog shoes. And it came with lots of padding And it came with the shoe bag, which is that black thing there. So it comes with that as usual. There's the picture of the Fluevog man himself. Aww. And there we go in the traditional blue. Let me get the shoes. And here we go. So you can see now the ruffle is quite noticeable there. And it's quite, I think, it just makes a quite simple pair of leather knee-high boots just that little bit more interesting. And that's what Fluvog's about, I think, is having interesting shoes. Yes, Ozzy? Yeah, he was just meowing. I don't know if you heard. Yeah, they've got a cotton cording. It's quite thin. And got silver hardware on the thing, on the eyelets. And it's got a nice size sole. About an inch, would you say? I don't know, I'm not very good at that. And there we are. Let me put them on and I'll show you what they look like on. Before I put them on, because I was just undoing the zip here, there we go. They're fully lined in leather, and there's the tongue. It says the size, made in Portugal. Women's 10.5, men's 8.5. That's a US size. And the leather, as you can tell by me touching it, is really, really soft. And then it's got the ruffle on the top of the tongue as well as on the bottom. So let me get them on for you. And here they are on. So you can see the ruffle quite clearly. And then that just continues up. There's speed lacings at the top half. And there are my snag tights, which are quite fun today. They're stag. I think they were Christmas 24, but I wear them anytime. So yeah, this is what they look like on. Do 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 do. There we go. They're really comfortable. As I said, I wore them today. I love how they... Oh, hello, Elsa. Hello. Hi. I love how they fit to the waist. And to the waist, you know what I mean, to the ankle, the waist of the foot. How they fit to the ankle. And that's another thing about Fluevog boots, is that they shape to the ankle really nicely. I do find though that Fluevogs are notoriously narrow in the calf, so I wouldn't buy personally, because I have a bigger calf. As you can see, it's not massive, but it's big enough. I wouldn't buy a pair of boots that are pull-on boots. I always buy a lace-up and a zip, or a lace-up boot, especially when they get this high. So there's my knee there. So they're not knee-high, they're high calf, over the calf. They come over the calf. Yeah, there they go. There they are. And there's a cat. And there's my tights. And there we are. There we have it. So, another pair of shoes. As I said, they're really, really comfortable. I wore them all day today. And just wore them with a slightly thicker pair of socks. But... she's the star of the show now. Yes, she is. Absolute star. Anyway, Well, I guess that's the end of the video, because I can't really show any more shoe when I'm showing a cat. So come back next time and I will have something else to show you. And in the meantime, enjoy looking at Elsa. Beautiful, beautiful Elsa. She's 12 next month, you know. She's going to be 12. Yes, and she's settled in so well to the household. Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Beautiful shoes or boots. Beautiful tights. Beautiful girl. All right. Okay, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.